My dreams were still troubled, fragments of memories mixing with years, but I didn't wake up screaming like I had in the detention center. The next day, Julia brought Daisy home. I was so nervous I hid in my room at first, my stomach in knots. I could hear Daisy's little voice downstairs, asking questions about everything as usual. Her high-pitched chatter floated up the stairs. Why is that picture gone? Can I have apple juice? When is Sissy coming down? Finally, Mom called me down. Daisy was sitting on the couch, her legs swinging because they didn't reach the floor. Her dark curls had been recently trimmed, framing her round face. She had a small bandage on her forehead, and I could see fading bruises on her arms. My stomach twisted with shame. I had done that to her. The yellow dress she wore made the bruises stand out even more, a visual reminder of my weakness. Hi, I said quietly, hovering in the doorway. My heart was pounding so hard I was sure everyone could hear it. Daisy looked up at me, her big brown eyes serious. Julia says Trevor was being a bad person and made to be mean to me. Her voice was matter of fact, the way children often are about difficult truths. I nodded, tears filling my eyes. I'm so sorry, Daisy. I should have been stronger. I should have protected you. My voice broke on the last word. Daisy slid off the couch and walked over to me. For a terrible moment, I thought she might hit me or scream at me. Instead, she took my hand in her small one. Her fingers were sticky with what smelled like apple juice. Trevor was mean to me too. He said scary things when no one was looking. I knelt down to her level, looking into her eyes. I promise I'll never hurt you again, and I won't let anyone else hurt you either. She studied my face for a moment, then nodded solemnly. Okay, can we build a blanket fort now? Just like that, she was ready to move forward. Kids are amazing that way. We spent the afternoon building the biggest blanket fort we'd ever made, stretching from the living room all the way to the kitchen. We used every blanket and sheet in the house, creating a sprawling maze of fabric tunnels and cozy nooks. Mom even crawled in with us for a while, bringing cookies and milk. For a few hours, we pretended everything was normal, that our family hadn't been torn apart and stitched back together in a completely different pattern. The next few weeks were a strange mix of normal and not normal. I had regular visits from Ms. Barbara and sometimes Officer Charlotte. Mom started taking us both to see Dr. Peter twice a week. His office was filled with plants and had a fish tank that Daisy loved to watch. He helped me understand that what happened wasn't entirely my fault, that Trevor had been manipulating me for years, exploiting my need for his approval. What Trevor did is called grooming. Dr. Peter explained during one of our sessions. He was a middle-aged man with a salt and pepper beard and glasses that always seemed to be sliding down his nose. He systematically broke down your resistance and normalized abusive behavior. This is something predators do very deliberately. But I still chose to hurt Daisy, I argued, staring down at my hands. I knew it was wrong. Yes, you did make choices, Dr. Peter acknowledged, and taking responsibility for those choices is important. But understanding the context doesn't excuse what happened. It helps explain it so you can heal and make sure it never happens again. Trevor stayed at Uncle Bruce's house. Mom went to see him a few times, but she always came back looking sad and tired. She wouldn't tell me much about their conversations, just that Trevor was refusing to take responsibility for his actions. Once I overheard her on the phone with Uncle Bruce, saying something about Trevor blaming everything on liberal brainwashing and claiming he was being persecuted. School was its own challenge. Mom had arranged for me to have a week of home study before returning, but eventually I had to go back. Walking through those doors the first day back was one of the hardest things I'd ever done. Whispers followed me down the hallway. Some kids stared openly, while others suddenly found their shoelaces fascinating when I walked by. My former best friend Mackenzie avoided me completely, crossing to the other side of the hallway when she saw me coming. Lunch was the worst. I sat alone at the end of a table, picking at my sandwich while trying to ignore the stares and whispers. I could catch snippets of conversation. Hurt her little sister, rasped stuff on her phone, juvenile detention. No one had the full story, but the rumors were bad enough. But there were small kindnesses too. My English teacher, Ms. Winters, asked me to stay after class and told me that if I ever needed a quiet place to eat lunch, her classroom was open. The school counselor, Mr. Davis, checked in with me regularly, and gradually a few brave kids started talking to me again. Not my old friends, but new ones who either didn't care about the rumors or were willing to hear my side. One day, about a month after I came home, Mom sat Daisy and me down for a serious talk. She explained that there would be a hearing soon where a judge would decide what should happen next. She said we might both need to talk to the judge about what Trevor did. Will Trevor be there? I asked, feeling my heart rate speed up at the thought of seeing him again. My palms grew sweaty and I wiped them on my jeans. Mom shook her head. No, he'll have a separate hearing. This is just about making sure you both get the support you need. She reached out and squeezed my hand reassuringly. Daisy, who had been coloring quietly beside me, looked up. Is Trevor still a bad guy? She asked, her crayon pausing mid-stroke on her drawing of what looked like a purple cat. Mom hesitated, choosing her words carefully. Trevor has done bad things, and he needs a lot of help to learn how to be better. But right now, it's safer for us if he doesn't live here. Daisy seemed to accept this, returning to her coloring with the intense focus only a 4-year-old can muster. But I saw the sadness in Mom's eyes. No matter what Trevor had done, he was still her son. She was grieving for the person she thought he was, while trying to protect us from the person he had become. The day of the hearing arrived. Mom helped me pick out a nice outfit, a blue skirt and white blouse that made me look older than my 12 years. I stared at myself in the mirror, barely recognizing the solemn-faced girl who looked back at me. Daisy wore a yellow dress with little daisies on it, which made her giggle when she looked in the mirror. Look, Mom, daisies for Daisy. Her excitement was a welcome break in the tension of the morning. The courthouse was intimidating. All marble floors and high ceilings that made our footsteps echo. The security guards at the entrance were stern-faced as they checked our bags and waved metal detecting wands around us. Daisy thought this was a game and kept giggling, which earned her a rare smile from one of the guards. We met Virginia there, who explained what would happen. She said the judge just wanted to talk to us in her office, not in a courtroom. That made me feel a little better. Virginia looked more approachable today in a green dress instead of the bright yellow blouse from our first meeting. She knelt down to Daisy's level and explained in simple terms that we were going to talk to a nice lady who wanted to help us. Judge Peyton was a tall woman with silver hair and kind eyes behind stylish glasses. Her office had bookshelves covering every wall and a big desk with family photos on it. I noticed one picture of a young woman in a graduation cap and gown, smiling proudly. Judge Peyton spoke directly to me and Daisy, not just to the adults in the room. She asked us questions about how we were doing, about our therapy with Dr. Peter, about how things were at home now. When it was my turn to talk, I told her everything about Trevor's manipulation, about how I hurt Daisy, about how terrible I felt about it all. My voice shook, but I got through it. I described the way Trevor would praise me after I was mean to Daisy, how he would make me feel special and included when I followed his suggestions. I talked about the fake text messages, the threats, the gradual way he had shaped my behavior over years. Judge Peyton listened carefully, nodding sometimes and taking notes. Her eyes were compassionate but not pitying. What do you think should happen now? She asked me when I finished. She leaned forward slightly, her hands folded on her desk. I hadn't expected that question. I thought for a moment before answering. I think I should keep seeing Dr. Peter.